Hi, I'm going to paint the Colne estuary again, the area around North East Essex, which I've done a number of times before. So the paper is Fabriano, £130. I got the last 150 sheets I'm working on now from Curtis Ward. You also buy it from Granthams. It comes in blocks of 100. These were blocks of 50 and I bought 3 of them. Right, oh, I've got cramp. Okay, so we'll warm up the whole lot with a bit of sienna, bit of raw sienna. It's going over the whole lot. I'm going to put a low horizon in. Now we'll put a bit of red in there. Just a tint. Now, a bit of blue, a bit of red, a nice light clouds, sort of like after evening clouds. Right, just keep some of them just a bit darker underneath for the shadow. Although really in night clouds the shadow will be underneath on the top, wouldn't they? Anyway, I want a pleasant effect. And when the paper expands, just give it a stretch. The paper is very tough. You need pretty strong fingers to break it. Right, I'll just take off the excess. Oh, these are a bit heavier overhead here. Right, clean the brush. It's been very stormy for 2 or 3 hours. It seems to be brightening up now. But we needed the rain. We don't need all the cold though. It's coming up to summer and the temperatures are still very indifferent. Right, I'm going to dry that. So take your headphones off. So a fairly low horizon for this, a bit of blue, those colours. So and put a bit of yellow in there. Bit of sienna, burnt sienna, just develop the middle distance and get in your variety of colours. Well, I'm going very much uphill there. Still going a little bit uphill. Right. Now I just want to put in a sort of a shoreline and get this straight once and for all, horizontal, shall I say. Oh, that's fairly okay. Right, so I'm going to put in some dark blue burnt sienna. I'm trying to just keep this ringing the changes as I go along here. Trying to make it all look different as I go along. So I'm using a bit of grey now. In with the yellow. Right, it's all going just a little bit different. Bit black, bit of the Payne's grey and a bit of the burnt sienna. Right, a little bit, go a bit lighter. And this is more a middle distance sort of painting, isn't it? Well, I'm just daubing little bits of this. All that paint is very soft. Because I keep it in a Ziploc bag that Maria Colne told me about, it stays nice and moist. You have to spray it as well. Right. Right, that's a card. I'll just see if I can just lift out some bits and pieces. Oh, just do some some bits and pieces in here. There aren't any buildings along here, but I'm just taking a bit of liberty here just to try to make it a bit more interesting. Right, well, that's just a bit of interest. Now I've got to put in some background to these hills to show some fields. Being Essex, it's not particularly hilly, but there are some hills there. Right, so we've got some naff fields here, but gives a bit of shape and form to the distant hills. Right, now I want to put in like a beach on the other side. We'll assume that the Colne River is at low tide. I'll add a bit of blue to that. Right, okay. So there we have the beach on the other side. That will dry hopefully a lot lighter than I put it in. When that dries, if I remember, I'll put in some little boats that are just sitting on the mud. And then we've got some more detailed mud at the bottom here. Right, so burnt umber, it's a bit of blue, good mud colour. Put a bit of red in that, so I'll just reflect a bit of the. Move these down here a bit. No, I'm going to put in a bit of darker reflection of the banks of these little mud flats here. Now along here there is a bank of a dike to protect the delicate, fragile salt marsh behind. So I would be looking out over this landscape. I wouldn't see any trees in front of me other than the middle distance. So I just want to go back a bit, slightly fainter now. Right, now I'll put in some green, because there's a lot of samphire in this area. Just an overlay of different colour. I don't think a lot of people know what samphire actually looks like, but it's a very tasty thing to have with fish, very lightly cooked. Alright, I want to just give an impression of grass, reeds. Don't think this colour will show up. I won't go up too high with it. Right, that'll have to do. Now that's just about dry. I'll dry it off. Take your headphones off. Okay. As promised, I could put in some boats just on moored. I'll just do them slightly dark. So lots of boats in here. I'm sort of over elaborating, 1.2 million as usual. And I'll just try that off. Right, now a bit of tissue and this damp brush, because you've got quite stiff bristles. We'll see if we can take out some of this . Okay, one sail. Now, I'm not nautical, as you know. I just I'm just putting my idea of sails on. And I'll put one here. Trying to get a different shape on that one. Well, I wouldn't say they were particularly convincing, but right, not much I can do, more I can do with that. I'll put in a couple of beads. Right, I'll give it a signature. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Right. Put that one on it. Well, it's fairly clean. Quite happy with that. So there we are. I'll bring you round and you can have a look at it. So it's just a quiet day on the Colne. It's a very lovely place. But you have to look for bits of interest because it's essentially a flattish landscape. Let's just bring that round. We'll have to look for verticals like yachts sticking up. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a go at it yourself. This is probably just a little bit heavy because it's wet mud reflecting the sky rather than showing itself in any sort of strength. I've tried to preserve bits of water in there, and I've left that channel fairly well free of any colour at all. It's moving water, reflecting the sky. Thanks for watching. Let's take you out again, and then you can have a look. There you go. Bye for now.